So you've set up a brand new Notion account. Let's go through the side menu in Notion, how it works, and how it relates to the individual pages inside of Notion. Understanding the best structure for this is absolutely vital for your organization and for just getting the most out of Notion. So subscribe for Notion tutorials and let's dive in. Now, I won't go through creating an account. All of that stuff is pretty self-explanatory, but once the account is created, this here is what you'll see. Let's go through it. So we're in my Notion account here. Here you can see the side menu. If you're not seeing that, there is a toggle here where you can open and close the sidebar. Now, even if you signed up to Notion in 2025 and have logged back in, this here will look quite a bit different. You can now see there's chats with AI. You can see there's a meetings thing here. You can see there's an inbox. Then you can also see all of your upcoming meetings here. And they've also added some other useful items here. Now, depending on the dashboard that you'll use in Notion, you might not end up using this panel here that much. Personally, I don't actually use it that much because the Notion dashboard that I have houses most of the stuff that I'm looking for. But of course, that depends on the dashboard that you have. Now here on the side, you can see private. So this here is a toggle, and this features the pages that I have. So here I have this new page, and that's the one that I have open here. Then we have my tutorials, then we have headquarters, which is my premium Notion template, and then a bunch of free archive templates that I've made, more archived paid templates that I have, and my Notion AI. So let's set up a new page. To do that, here next to private, you can see this plus button. So you can click on that to add a new page. So now that you understand this side menu, let's close this and go through how pages work. So this here is the name of your page in Notion. So you can call this dashboard, you can call this journal, whatever you want to call this. Kind of like naming a Word document. So now that this is called dashboard here, as you can see, it says dashboard here on the side menu as well. Then when you hover here on the name, as you can see, it says add icon, add cover, and add comments. If I click here on add icon, I can add either an emoji, an icon, or upload my own image. This icon that we're adding here will represent this page. This isn't a thing we're used to with typical documents on computers, but you can choose from any of these icons and any of the emojis to represent this page here. So wherever this dashboard page is referenced, it will have this emoji next to it. So here you can see that on the side menu, it now has that icon. This makes navigating a lot easier. You can also add covers to the top of your pages by clicking here on add cover. So it will randomly generate one, or of course you can click here on change, and then either upload from the default gallery, upload your own image, link to one online, or search through a royalty-free photo library. Now that you understand how the top of a page works, let's quickly get a better understanding of page structures. So this dashboard page lives on the side menu here, as we saw before. But here's where it gets interesting. If I do / on this page here, I can create another page. So here you can see page. If I click on that, I have now created this new page inside of this dashboard page. So you can see it sitting here. And this new page here doesn't show up on the side menu. So this side menu here is basically our big folders. And on these pages here, you can add as many pages as you want. So that's one new page. So of course I could create another page. So now I have 2 pages on this page and they don't show up here. So typical folder structures that we're used to is folders with pages inside of them. In Notion, we have pages that have pages inside of them. So the mistake that most people make when they're setting up their Notion dashboard is they start adding all of their separate pages on here. So they might have a page here called tasks, and then they might do another private page here called projects. But in my opinion, you don't want to store them here on the side. But what if you still want to have quick access to them here on the side? Well, let me show you how this works. The first thing that I'm going to do is drag this tasks page directly into this page here. And I'll drag this projects page directly in here. So these pages belong in this dashboard page, but I want them accessible here on the side menu. Well, what I'll do is open up this tasks page here and then go up here to the corner and click on this star icon. Now you can see this tasks shows up here in my favorites. So I have favorited this tasks page. And yes, of course, we can add an icon to this page so it's easy to find. So I'll do this check mark. So as you can see, this tasks now has a check mark icon to represent it. But remember, this tasks page here doesn't live inside this side menu like the dashboard page does. This tasks page lives inside of this dashboard page, but we've just made it a favorite to quickly have access to it here on the side. And of course, we can do the same thing for project. But ideally, in my opinion, I think the dashboard should be designed with a good user interface, so you only really need to use this one page to find everything that you're looking for. There's two options for that. You can either A, download a template. So for example, Headquarters is my most popular template. This is my all-in-one productivity dashboard that has an advanced task management system, project management system. It handles your life buckets. It handles your notes, your resources, your journaling, your time tracking, and so much more. And everything here connects and works together. So your to-do list is actually the same thing as your calendar. And if you open up a project page, you can see its relevant tasks showing up there. And it filters out and hides all the tasks that aren't relevant to that project. So with Notion, you can download entire templates. So that's called a Notion template. I'll put a link in the description to Headquarters if you're interested. Or if you want to learn how to build a Notion setup from scratch, then you need to learn Notion commands and the other features inside of Notion. So you can click on this video here, which is my most popular tutorial on that. Or you can click on this video here to see a full tour of Headquarters. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful.